4-Way Podcast, man. Yo.
Yeah, 4-Way Podcast, man. Yo, man. You already know this 4-Way Podcast, man. It's your boy Flizzy317. I got my boy Kush right here. Hey, excited interview. You feel me? Been trying to get this one in. Got my boy TURKO in the building, man.
What's up?
Been going crazy. If you on the internet, you seen this man. He's at every showcase. He's at every event. He's outside performing. Great performances every time, man. You always put on a good show for the people. Glad you're here, man. Thank you for coming through fucking with us, bro.
No problem, man. I'm glad to be here.
So, definitely got to talk about what showcase has been your favorite so far. Like, which one of the events where it's like, man, I really enjoyed that one. That one had good energy.
I really enjoyed this lyrics and libations. And shit, I'm shitty because I was supposed to, like, I found out about it late. So I thought I would really be able to get a set, but I couldn't. So they really just like let me in at the end type shit, let me perform one song. And
hey,
a lot of the people had left, but the people who stuck around, like they really enjoyed it. So that was fun. And I'm on the next one for this month. Like
you already got some more lined up.
Sorry,
y'all are staying busy, man. I love to see that shit because it's just, especially for me, like when I started this podcast, the whole idea was just to be able to connect with artists, people who just make content, people with dope ass stories, people that are just interesting people, you feel me? Like, just be able to sit down with them and talk to them. And then, just like, you know, being in the city, like, you know, we once went to school together as jits, you feel me? To just see, like, now you chasing your dream and shit. I love to see that shit in the city, man. This shit is amazing to see. Bro. But, first question I got to get on, you feel me? What is it for you with music? Because I see, like, you got videos that's 5 years old. Like, this isn't just something you've been trying to, you know, invest in on yourself or, you know, do for yourself. It's a craft that, you know, you've really been perfecting. And what is it with music for you? Why do you like to do music?
Shit, I don't want to go on too long, but I was really born into it for real. My whole family did music. So like I've felt like I've had a connection with it since birth for real. And my brothers all were rappers before, you know, we started in the closet with our own little laptop, had our own studio. And shit, I just would always be there. And when I was old enough, I would started writing my shit. Couldn't cuss, so my lyrics was basic as hell. But I've kept pushing all these years. I started at 7 years old.
7 years old. So so when you say you started, that was when you first like wrote something. Or that's the first time you recorded something.
That was the first time I wrote and recorded something. Because like I said, we had
in the closet. So do you still have any of those old stuff, or is that like
not from
lost tapes?
It's lost tapes. I'm pretty sure one of my family members probably got it in some type of file, some locked away.
Somebody got that on the computer that's just sitting in the closet somewhere. Hey, now that's dope as hell. So speak on like, you know, your brothers rapping and stuff. Like, do they have anything that they ever like put out, or did they ever?
Yeah, they got a lot of things out. They still, you know, rap now, but it's like I feel like I'm really trying to put us on the map for real. Like, they're older now. You know, they got kids, they got lives, you know. Rapping right now, this career is a hard career to follow. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, you know, motivation. Literally. So I'm young enough, I'm going to keep pushing the shit. And if I blow up, I'm definitely going to put them back on.
Hey, nah, Harry, I love to hear that shit. So when you say, like, you know, you grew up in, like, your brothers rapping, were you guys in, like, the church? Because this is something for me when I see what people who do music and who do it at such a young age. They was in the church, and it was like, you know, the music in the black church, like, that's a prolific thing. And that shit, like, it made some of the greatest artists in the world. So, like, did you ever have experience with, you know, the church and the music in there?
I grew up in church. Like, I stayed with my grandma growing up, and she kept me in church. You know, she was a usher. Well, somebody that was very involved in the church. So we had this thing called Crazy Church. That would be like the 5th Sunday of every month where they would let the youth basically run the church. And so I took that chance to write gospel raps and perform them for the church. And they loved my gospel raps, the song and everything. And my brothers, well, one of my brothers would come up there and perform some stuff with me too.
And that definitely speaks on to like the tone and like the melody of like your music now, because like you're very versatile with your music. Like I see you write songs for the ladies. You even saying songs like, you know, like how you don't, you know, like guns, you ain't like, but hey, like let motherfuckers know. So you have songs, you feel me, where it's like it's more gritty and stuff. Like, where do you find that? That's just like because you have an overall passion for music? And
yeah, I mean, I'm very versatile, and like I see where the world is going with how they like their music nowadays. You know, I don't judge however people live their lives, but I'm just not for all the violence in the music and all the drugs and shit. I could do that easily, but I try to think harder and make something more meaningful.
No, yeah, and I love artists like that. I would say, I still listen to all the drill music. I love the
Yeah, me too.
YNs.
Good
Should be
music is
turned, you
good
feel
music.
me? But I love like the versatility of it because like I said, like you have songs where it's like for the ladies and like you're stuck on me, songs like that. Or then you got the song, it's the first song on your newest project you just
Caught
put
in the
out.
rain.
Huh?
Caught in the rain.
Yes, Caught in the Rain. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I was at motherfucker like 3 times. I was trying to listen to all your music today. I ain't gonna lie. It was mostly that one, Judge Me, and then the Stuck on Me. I just got caught in a little loop of them ones. You feel
Yeah,
me?
those are a lot of people's favorites, but I got a lot more coming up. Trust.
And then speak on some of your influences musically, like so what was you growing up listening to, and like when you are writing and when you do music, do you like try to pull, or you feel me?
See, and this is probably why I'm so versatile because I never had one person that I liked. Like if somebody asked me who was my favorite rapper, I couldn't tell you because I listened to everybody. I like music from everyone. Like, and if somebody asked me my favorite rapper, I'm always gonna say my brothers. Yeah, so I pull inspiration from anything.
And then, so you speak on rap, but like, are there other genres of music that you find yourself listening to? Because me personally, I got a whole collection of playlists. I don't play around my friends because it's just different. Like pop stuff, like little EDM stuff. One of my favorite artists, Hobo Johnson, he's like a poetic rapper, and like he raps about some pretty deep stuff. I can't play that around nobody because it's just a vibe that only I find. You feel me? Like,
Well, see,
not me. No, that's my music. Like that's music for me. Like that I personally.
but I like music from every generation. So I got a lot of '80s, '90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s R&B and hip hop. You know that a lot of people these days down like that old shit. So I gotta listen to it by myself. You feel me? But at the same time, I grew up a Disney Channel kid, so I like a lot of that pop shit too. But that also bleeds into my music.
Hell yeah! And I found growing up, like you said, like oh, you feel me, like being in certain environments, like like impoverished neighborhoods, where there is violence going on, but also me personally, like I had a safe haven at home. Like my mom made sure you feel me, crib was tight. Pops made sure the crib was tight. So I come home, so I'm in there watching Disney Channel, so I find myself being able to like, what's this over there? Because like the stuff that of course, if you go out in the neighborhood, I'm like, bro, what is you over there listening to? Like, what is this weird
Yeah.
ass shit? Like, so what's like a what's an artist that you find, like I said, like I got the Hobo Johnson. What's an artist where you probably really like, if you find somebody cool, like, but you really don't play that around nobody, you just play it for yourself type.
I don't know. Because I feel like what I've been listening to nowadays is like I fuck with Key Glock heavy. It's this dude named Eddie Valero that I fuck with. Like a lot of that Memphis sound, But a lot of my shit I wouldn't be able to tell you.
So you just like,
I'd have to
you the
look through my
type to,
phone.
if it's say like, if it's just a new music video, you just gonna listen to it real quick, like you'll check
Yeah.
it out.
See, I listen to everything. Like I respect music. I respect every artist. I'm gonna give it a chance, even if I don't like it. I'm still gonna support because we all in this together for real.
Hell yeah, I fucks with that. And then let's go back to you growing up, like, so where you from?
Shit, I'm forever gonna put on Jackson, Mississippi, man. Even though I wasn't born there, I was born here, moved there at like 3 months.
All right, so speaking on Jackson, Mississippi, what was it like growing up there? And then like, do you feel that also might have some influence in music? Because I know the music probably growing up at that time was completely different. It was not what I was probably listening to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you about the music because I'll tell you the first song I ever remember hearing that I was really like was by Lloyd. That "I Want You" song with Lil Wayne.
Hell yeah.
I fell in love with that song because I know that shit by heart still. But nah, like mostly in Mississippi, most shit that I can remember, man, is struggle. like real bad struggle, and happened to like me and my brothers and sisters happened to really stick together because none of us, we all got different fathers, and none of them niggas was around, so we all had to, you feel me, stick together and bouncing around house to house a lot, getting kicked out, like so. And I was at a young age, that young, I was outside like a motherfucker, like
Hey,
around
cause shit
type
like
shit.
that's impressionable on you, and I can imagine like, shit, I'm not even trying to be in the house right now. Like, all right, so what age when you left Jackson, Mississippi? What age when you came here to Indy?
I was like 7, 8, so still pretty young, you know. But
It was
I
some
remember them
impressionable
days.
years, and I imagine, like you said, you was going through some certain things that at that age it leaves a mark on you. Like
Hmm.
it's something you from you to this day. I imagine you probably still hold close and
Yeah,
dear to you.
yeah, most definitely. You know, I still want to go back and visit. I haven't visited yet. I mean, I visited for a funeral. My great grandma died, and we had a funeral down there. But that was still like '09, 10. I haven't been back since, so I really want to go back. But heard it's changed a lot, you know, and a lot of my peoples from back then have passed on. So
Sorry to hear that, man. Not
no,
for real.
that's
I'm
society.
already knowing how it should be. But so what's some artists here in Indy? Because I see, man, when you're at these showcases, I imagine like your networking, like that's hey, they performing too, so there's probably a lot to be able to discuss. But what's some artists here in Indy that you run across or that you just fuck with?
Man, to actually name some, that'll be hard because I fuck with a lot of people. You know, like I said, like I just respect every artist out here trying to do their shit. Like I got an ear for music, and Naptown is very talented. I just feel like everybody should have the same approach that I have. You know, a lot of people are closed off to other people. I'm open. You know, I'll listen to your shit. I'll fuck with you. Like it's some people that haven't been around that I fuck with that I would promote. You know, that I would want to
You
promote.
probably just see them scrolling and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But like, let me
I was
think.
about to say, speaking on that, do you know Nashan Clay? She be doing
Oh yeah, yeah. I've
the
heard
hood
of her.
vlogs.
Hmm.
I about to say she recently I want to say it was on the live, but I seen the clip on Instagram, Facebook. But she was speaking on how like Indianapolis creators and content creators, and like I imagine she was speaking on artists too. But she was saying like there isn't really a lot of collaboration, or unless it's within a small tight circle or what.
Yeah, I mean, I only collaborate with my homeboys. You know, it's a rapper named DY. That's my homeboy. You know, we make music together.
You
How
said
I,
DY?
yeah, DY.
Oh, DY. Hey, shout
Hmm.
out DY, man. You definitely gotta
DY
put me
Skinny
on him.
Boy on Instagram. But shit, I just feel like, and this is just me. You know, everybody don't have to have this mindset. I just feel like a lot of us are in the same position. You know, we all in that trying to get out. I don't see why everybody is trying to charge everybody to collaborate, especially like high ass price like we. You feel me? Because you gonna charge them, they ain't gonna promote the shit. You know, a lot of people feel like they better than the other person, too cool to really show respect. You feel me? Network and shit. So I just record myself, and if somebody want to collaborate, I'm not gonna charge you. You know, we gonna do this shit together.
No, I definitely that honestly that's how I feel like, I have reached out to certain people, and it's like, hey, like, we'd love to interview, love to have you on the podcast. And of course, hey, I can't knock nobody hustle. If you
Yep.
feel, that's your worth, you gotta stand on your worth. So, I can't knock it, but it is sometimes where it's like, damn, bro, just fuck with a nigga real quick. You feel me? But then sometimes, hey, gotta get your weight up, and hey,
Yep.
just you gotta
Gotta make
invest
your
in this
money.
shit. And that's been, something I've been real heavy on. Definitely slacked a little bit, but definitely been trying to for this summer because there's just a lot of stuff coming up. It's a lot of things going on. Trying to make sure I'm in the mix.
And straight videos and everything this summer. It's going up for me, for real. I'm finally really investing in myself and just taking a chance.
I about to say, but speaking like I've seen like that's why I was speaking on like your videos from 5 years ago, like greatly produced videos. Did you get those off the muscle, or like that's you were still investing in yourself? Like,
Man, those, at the end of the day, I'm still a regular nigga. You know, I got 2 kids. You know, I got a 9 to 5 type
nah,
shit.
hell
So
yeah.
I'm not, I'm not having my other means of making my money. So like this shit coming out of my checks. You feel me? So I ain't got no five, six, $700 to spend on just a video. So like that shit from 5 years ago, I have to work for that shit. Spend like probably $200 on a
Saved
video
up,
and
but
shit.
hey, but that's the determination and the grind within it. Like that's the that's the beauty within it, especially, you know, with you're so talented, like, that's the story within itself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's why I'm doing videos now, because I've just come to realize people need to see. You know, they ain't gonna listen to no song.
Like, when people was young, like, I remember trying to tell people, like, just make a video, even if it's a trash video. Your shit can go, if the music decent, your shit can go viral for being trash. And then you get some traction, and then you can find your way, like, because, hey, everybody talk about them, the little 2K, I'm just trying to chase a little 2 bands. Motherfuckers was really, like, hating on him. He chased his little 2 bands. He was able to sit here and come up off of that and chase his 2 bands, and he's still making more music, and he's still, you feel me? That's why I be, even if you can't get, like, the quality production, I'm like, shit, get a little iPhone, especially with these motherfucking iPhones now. Like, it's definitely. But now I love to see you, for me, you grinding on that. So what's some upcoming videos, you for me? Some songs you got to drop the videos to.
I'm about to drop not drop. I'm about to go shoot the video to Judge Me pretty soon here.
Okay, hell yeah.
G Royalty Productions, and get that shit shot, made. And after that, the next video is for Stuck on Me. But I need that to be perfect. I got a lot that I'm trying to do.
You got a whole idea for it?
Yeah. So I got to get, you feel me? If people fuck with me, you know, I want people in there, like different people to play certain roles. You feel me? I've been trying to do videos like this for a while, but never I be trying to find people to play these roles. Ain't nobody fucking with me. So then in turn, I just do the shit myself. I'm always gonna go back to, if I gotta do it myself, I'm gonna do it myself. Shit, get it out the mud.
So in that, speaking on like how you're speaking on how like you got like a raw idea for it, that Chains on Me.
Yeah.
I was watching it. Was that your actual mother? Or was that like your actual family member?
Yeah, that's my actual family, my brothers and my mom.
Okay, hell yeah. Now I seen the same, like, you know, that's why I was saying, like, that motherfucker it was dope as hell. You from me walk back, you know, give her a hug and kiss, walk off. I was like, I gotta ask that nigga if that's his mama.
And that song really tells the story of what I just told you, you know.
No, yeah, I was just like, you was really in that motherfucker. You was letting a lot of it out, and you was telling your story and telling about the struggle, and you from me. And
yeah, then after that, I dropped it a couple months later. They say, oh yeah, Polo G made a song with that beat. All right, well, that song is done with.
I was about to say, they got the Lil Wayne mixtape.
Yeah, man, I really gotta lock in with some beat makers and like get some shit original that I ain't gotta worry about somebody stealing or getting it off of YouTube or something.
What I can say, because I do know this the only guy I know who makes beats, Nitro Villain. Gotta tap in with him. Shout out my boy Nitro Villain.
I gotta tap in. I ain't never heard of him.
I about to say, you remember went to school with Tall Slinky Jaleel?
Oh, I would need to see the face. Well, I'm bad.
I'll show you later, but not yet, bro. And he been making beats since like way back then. He just started like he be rapping on his own beats. Now I've been telling that nigga forever rapping on his own beats. But yeah, I'll definitely tap you in with him, because I know, like, bro, this nigga probably has like a plethora of just beats that he just got cooked up sitting. And then the events and stuff, like anything you can, you know, let the people know about.
Shit, man, like I said, I gotta get better with my dates, my calendar. I've been booking a lot of shit this month that I gotta get back, and you know, so I don't have dates set, but coming up I got Pee Wee's. You know, that's something I got going on by, you know who Big Baby is. She's hosting the show.
Hey, shout out Big Baby, shout out Pete Wee's.
Shit, like I said, the Lyrics and Libations. Trap Fest, I'm definitely gonna be there. Shit, where else, man?
I'm about to say, you was just at the Trap Fest, man. I'm shitty.
Yeah,
I had to work.
Didn't perform. I found out about it the same day, you know, and I couldn't perform, and I was so shitty, but I'm definitely gonna be there to perform next time. I think I may do the By Any Means thing again. That one really disappointed me when I performed there. Like, I ended up going last when I had already booked the shit damn near when it happened. Like, I should have been early, but the way that whole thing went up, I ended up having to go last, and everybody was gone type shit. Niggas who was there only showed up for certain people.
Yeah, I'm already know how they be.
Everybody was gone. They ain't even record the video for me or post my shit for real. There was one person that stayed for me. And this is why I really fuck with her. G Royalty. She always stay and record me, you know.
Nah, hell yeah, I about to say, so just on a completely different note, I was, you know, what is something I like to ask you, what is your goal, you know, for 2025? We're already basically halfway in here. Like, or maybe a goal that you've been able to accomplish, within these 6 months?
Honestly, I've really only been investing more into my music and like hitting these shows and everything for like the past month and a half or two. Right. So what I can say is this summer, my goal, book more shows and gain more of a following. Like, because right now I know that I'm talented. People always tell me how talented I am, but a lot of people have closed minds. They sleep for real. I know once the eyes get put on me, they ain't going. I'm undeniable.
Nah,
I'm not
baby,
trying to be
definitely.
cocky. I'm very humble, but I've been told I need to be a little bit more cocky and confident because you the truth type shit. So
And also, something I've been seeing, like, you might have to take a trip or get up out of here,
yeah,
because it's the worst. It's the worst thing. Like, of course, people are always gonna say they love you, but once the real support gonna come in is when they see somebody else supporting.
yeah,
When they see somebody
definitely.
else saying, "Oh shit," like when they see somebody else, and then especially if they find out it's out of town, like, okay, then you get more eyes. People are more, forthcoming and being able to like support openly and stuff. People. I mean, it is what it is. Like, people still love you, and they don't take away from like how they probably support you in their head and like spiritually. But like sometimes it's like, hey, go hit that like button, go hit the
Exactly.
follow. You feel me? Go share this real quick. Like, if you scrolling all day, share my shit. I'm about to say shit. We in
I
the
got
garage, flies be around.
4.3 followers on IG. I should like, come on. But
Nah, hell yeah.
shit, I try to just take it. I don't try to take it personally. I just try
Yeah,
to
it's
keep
never
on
nothing you
pushing. Like
can.
I'm more motivated than I've ever been. Like, and as funny as it is, I'm doing this. People have been seeing how I've been very motivated doing these shows, and I'm getting people all of my shit like, oh, I see you doing this, doing that. Trying to basically fuck with me, and like, nah, I'm motivated. I don't got time for nothing. Like I'm
But you also still
just
want to
be
slow down
rapping.
because like you were saying, like how you don't want to get to a point where like you become that person that you kind of like not like hate's a strong word I'm trying to find, but like so much like damn, like that person was like you become like how you were saying like people don't really want to fuck with people in the city. You never want to become the person you didn't like when you was coming up, type shit.
Oh, but no, like that'll never happen. I'm always gonna be that way. Like as far as being a person who loves all music, I don't care how famous I may get. I may get famous to the point where I can't see everything. But
Oh
if
hell
something is sent
yeah.
to me, I'm always gonna do that. And I'm always gonna pay back. I'm always gonna come back to the people that don't got the name that I got, and fuck with them. Because at the end of the day, like I say, I'm never gonna deny good music. So, like, but I do sort of like I try not to, but I'm honest, we all human, and I hold sort of a grudge,
Hey, ain't no shit, ain't
like
nothing
to
wrong
people
with.
that's like so close minded, because they see me. I know people see me. I've had so many interactions where people in the city that's up here that's got the name and shit. They know who I am and they know my shit's hard. They'll fuck with me in person. What's up, man? How
Hell
you doing?
yeah.
Type shit. But you ain't gonna show love on IG. You ain't gonna follow a nigga back. So it is what it is.
Hey, and I definitely think that's why, man. I always like, and shit. I've been doing this shit since way before I ever even wanted to pick up a camera. Make content. Interview people. I'm always sharing. I don't know, like even since like back in the day. You feel me? Like, cause it's just simple. And then especially like if you keep sharing, like that's how the eyes give. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why like streamers go so crazy because what they'll do is they'll have like 100 or 200 people watch their stream, and their job is to clip, just get funny clips. Every time you see something funny happen, record that moment, and then just keep posting it. And you'll have these clip channels where it's like there's probably somebody out there who probably make a good like 1,500, $2 bands a month just off clipping Kai Cenat stream or just off clipping this streamer, and it starts off as like this cool thing. You feel me? You don't just start off trying to make the money. You start off just like wanting to post the funny content.
Yeah. I gotta get out of that because like my brother who also does music, shout out Doo-Wop, he's been trying to get me to do more of the content. Like he's like, man, content is king nowadays. It don't matter, just keep getting something out every day, no matter the views. And I'd be so worried about the views and likes and shit, like, but I've been trying to get out of that.
Nah, you just gotta post it. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I first started the podcast, there was like times where it's like 1 hour long episodes, 2 hour long episodes. I'm not even gonna post it. I just don't. I don't feel like it came out well when it's just like, damn, that's a waste. That's a waste of 2 hours. That's a waste of an hour. And the whole time there were funny moments in it, but it's just like at the time I wanted to like structure it in a certain way where like it didn't fit this perfect image of how it's supposed to play out in my head. So I feel you on that where it's just like
I mean, I've
just
been
post.
trying to, like, I've been told that this shit right here, like, you gotta look at it like when you blow up, this is where you started from. You'll always have this to look back on.
And that's honestly that's something why I wanted to interviews because like I wanted to catch all the people that I'm literally watching like be consistent and like they only have one trajectory. Like there's only up from where they're what they're doing. Like people like you, people like Nate Lou and all that other big homie A's, like all these people where it's like they're starting something now, but they're about to get bigger. Like you can just see the ambition and like people like my boy Mahmood, like he's out here kickboxing. I'm trying to find all the people. Of course, I want to give me some big interviews. I want to give me a prime time. You feel me? Shit. Honestly, Cat Williams. I get a Cat Williams interview. Take me out right there. That would be the best fucking time of my life. But like just trying to catch all these people and get the story and be like, shit, even if this shit never takes off, if they take off, it's right there. It's set in stone. Like I got to sit down with them first. I got to, open up that story and just like be able to say like, all right, there was somebody showcasing them back when it was, you feel me, when it was small. And that was always my thing, you feel me?
Man, real quick, because it's something I forgot. So it's another event that I'm gonna be a part of, and I'm like again the date, but it's in June. If you go to my IG page, you'll see it coming up. But Song Wars with D Nasty, I did it last month. He was there. I don't want to keep saying it. I don't want to keep saying it because then I feel like you.
I haven't heard what was said. What was said?
Bro. Next one you go on, just kill it,
Fuck it, I would say it.
If you don't mind me, I don't.
Don't say it.
We'll say it off camera. We'll say it off camera.
Yeah,
I gotta hear what was said.
But I mean, we don't gotta say it. I got the videos on my page in my reels, and he has it on his YouTube channel. It's a show, so like you can go to his page and click the link and see the whole show. Me versus Bonte Osama.
So you did a versus?
Yeah, it was a versus, and all I gotta say is y'all tell me who should have won.
I'm gonna have to check this out. Hey, everybody, check out the what's it on?
It's on YouTube. Look up D Nasty, the Dynasty Show. What's T?
Say less. Nah, we're definitely gonna check that out. Hey, fuck, I'll probably do a whole reaction to that shit. See who really won that motherfucker.
But shout out Bonte Osama. He hard as fuck. Like if I was gonna lose to anybody, I lose to him. He's hard.
So how did it go? Like, did y'all just rap your catalog or?
Yeah, well so it was 3 songs. Now, if whoever won the first song, it really wasn't supposed to go past the first song for real, because they judge after every song. But then it was basically like a tie after the first one, and they said, all right, then the second one, then it was a tie again, then the third one, then they had to choose somebody. They chose him, and they had other competitors, other rounds and stuff, but I got put out the first round. So yeah, and it was $1,000 on the line. Dude paid $1,000 to the winner, so he gonna have it next month. I'm gonna go there to the competition, win a spot in the competition.
Hey, hell yeah! So do you know when that is?
Like I said, I gotta get the date again. I'm bad on
definitely, man.
But it's gonna be in June.
Now you good. I'm gonna tap in with you for sure. Get these dates, man. Make sure we get all that shit posted out there,
pop
man.
out, because I'm gonna need that crowd there because I got cheated. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I got cheated the last time.
Hey, you feel me?
And I'm gonna win that motherfucker next time. All new music. Ain't gonna be nothing off of that album. All new unreleased shit. I'm gonna tear that motherfucker.
So what's this next project you're working on? And when you're doing these, do you see them as like albums or are they mixtapes to you? Like how do you, or is it just a body a body of songs that you just wanted to put together?
I know that technically it's 2 different things, albums and mixtapes, but I still would call them albums. I feel like they're albums to me. I don't know.
Do you feel like for the sense of like the amount of work you're putting into it and the creativity you're giving them?
Yeah, I mean, it's really like, especially these last 2, they're a series. Radio Ready 1, then Radio Ready 2. And the reason it's called Radio Ready is because I feel like I'm radio ready.
Hell yeah, no, that's
like ready for the radio, like as far as mainstream, like being able to be listened to by every type of person. Because a lot of people don't want to listen to certain type of music.
Oh yeah,
My
no,
music
definitely.
is relatable to everybody.
That's why you don't hear Chief Keef on the radio.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Love Sosa. And even then,
Rappers on the radio, that's-
a lot of them don't.
Unless you do a feature with a mainstream.
I was about to say, it was a thing in music for a while. Like, it was like you had to make a radio hit. Like, you got to make something that they can play on the radio or else your shit not going to go.
But now shit, the rise of social media took over.
The outlets for artists now is honestly amazing. You know, but there's a good and a bad to it. Because, like, just like how I can sit here, record all this, edit it up, and post it out, people are able to make whatever type of content. And of course, people watch content, you know, to be entertained. So sometimes you'll just see a video where it's like, motherfuckers gonna do some just wild random shit. And like, hey, you can't knock it because that wild random shit and just the fried ass shit they doing, that's gonna get them bucks because it's gonna get the views, you feel me?
You can't believe shit nowadays because of that.
And you know, literally like the longevity in it is not that, you know, sustainable and shit not like that. But
that's another what I'm trying to do now, because that's another reason why I make the type of music I make, because I wanted to be able to sustain different, you know, generations. You know, like there's certain rappers, certain artists that they're only hot for a little while.
That's very true.
Rappers who can stand the test of time through different eras. And even though I know music isn't like that anymore, like I want to be something like that. Like I grew up wanting to be considered one of the top 3 rappers in the world type shit. Like I look above or I look beyond just my city. Like I've been trying to go global since I started this shit.
That was your first idea, like you passed me a lot of kush. You passed me a lot of, but like that was your first idea, like from the jump, like I feel like I can take this, like people out of this city need to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, like growing up, you know, watching all the documentaries, like I said, like this has been my dreams. Like I've watched all the little music documentaries, different artists and shit.
You was real into the behind the music. My bad to cut you off.
Behind the music, yep. On VH1 or MTV.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah. Behind the music, all that shit. So like, or even just the movies that people make, like the biography type movies, like the Temptations movie, like you'll see like the idea back then was just trying to get your music heard by somebody who will manage you or some agent, or somebody that'll put you out, you know, on the radio.
Just to become the
idea of that throughout all these years, you don't want that. You want to go independent because you can't trust people nowadays.
But back in the day, it was definitely like people didn't know like there's access to it. Like back in the day, shit. Even like if you think about like back in 2010,
yeah.
Other than Soulja Boy, there weren't really too many people that were like popping in, like gonna make it just straight off, just posting their videos on, you feel me, MySpace, Facebook at the time, YouTube. Like there were a few, but it was a very niche idea to think that, oh, I don't need this huge infrastructure behind me. I can put a team of people that I fuck with and they can, you know, manage all that stuff that they say they're gonna do, you feel me?
And now everybody it's cluttered.
Yeah, like, but you feel me? That's why I say, you know, it's a double-edged sword, because it's like now everybody's able to do it, but now everybody's able to do it.
But it's also like you said, it is a double-edged sword, because the problem that I've dealt with lately is, like I said, I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. Like, so just stating facts, like I've been doing this shit longer than a lot of these people nowadays have been doing this shit. You know, a lot of these people just done pick shit up as a hobby, like, you know,
they mans was in the studio and then they hopped in the studio.
This shit has been my passion, so it's like when I tell certain people that don't know about me, like if I tell them I'm a rapper, I don't even like telling people that I'm a rapper nowadays, because everybody do the shit and it's like been turned to a different type thing. Like you hear people say like, why everybody gotta be a rapper?
That's why I call them artists, you feel me? Because like at the end of the day, you just make art. Like it's all art for the ears, or art for the eyes, or art for the hands, you feel me, to touch. It's all just art at the end of the day.
I just got to get out of people's, like, caring about people's opinions. I struggle with that sometimes, you know. I've been having to get out of that, but as an artist, you know, I always want to know, because I don't mind constructive criticism.
That's the catch-22 for it, because like as an artist, you want the opinion of others to say, like, you want someone to say like, yo, that's dope as fuck. You want a lot of people to say it's dope as fuck, but you also don't want to get lost in like the people that say, oh, like that shit trash.
But it's not that. Like I know I can tell the difference between somebody just being ignorant and not really even giving it a chance versus somebody actually having some constructive criticism. That's what I want. Like if it's trash, tell me why it's trash so I can make it better. I want that. I don't mind it. You know, like I've had some instances. An instance recently, like the past couple of days where something like that had happened. And that's why I talk about love in the city. Like it wasn't me specifically, it was my homeboy DY. DY, I hope you cool with me putting this out. I ain't gonna tell too much, but it was an artist. DY just put out a video, right? Getting all types of love in the comments and everything. And then there was one person in the comment, another rapper in the city, got in there and was talking about some, you basically just stole my shit. Like stole my song type shit.
Oh shit.
And then a couple of his homeboys all going in the comments, like all negative. To the point where we all going back and forth. Like I'm like,
instead of really explaining, explain what part was stolen and then find the discussion.
It was two words. And like we don't know this person. We ain't never heard this person. I was with.
What were the 2 words if you don't mind me asking? Like
it was NASCAR and fast car. What else can you write?
That's what I'm like. Nah,
what's wrong with NASCAR?
Because there's no way you the first person to say NASCAR fast car.
Exactly. No, I'm like, if you talking about stealing, I looked it up on Apple Music. Y'all both stealing Roddy Ricch shit. If we being honest,
that's what I'm like.
Called NASCAR.
Cause that just sound like a bar. Like
yeah, but so like, but this dude has a bigger, you feel me, a bigger name. It's like we don't know you. Like, why are you coming in our comments just on some negative shit? Leave that shit over there. Like this, but this is why I'm like, this is why Naptown can't go nowhere. You know, like if you don't like it, just keep it moving, or just show love and keep it moving. Like that's why we don't really fuck with certain people though, because people got big heads that think they go bigger than they are. You feel me? We gonna blow up regardless. And that's on my mama. For real.
Nah, for sure, man. For me, and it's just about
get that NASCAR too. Go check that out on YouTube. DY.
Hey, shout out DY, NASCAR on YouTube. Hey man, any other shout outs you want to give to the people, man?
Man, like I said, it's so many artists that I fuck with that I done grew up with, that I done met, that it's like I know I'm gonna miss somebody. But off the top of my head, man, 2 times J, he's hard as fuck, bro. Armani, hard as fuck.
Armani, bro, yes. Yeah, and he been nice with it for a minute, like
bro, like we need more attention because we not getting the attention we need. But shit, G Royalty, Chrissy K, you know, everybody that was at Trap Fest, you know, y'all was hard. Man, I'm gonna shout out my brothers 2Gs, man. I'm a Young Explorer, Taliban. If y'all can go, I'm gonna put they tags in this shit, man. Go check them out.
Yeah, no, definitely send me those. You gotta
shit.
I gotta stop in because I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even hip on any of these right now.
Man, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna miss a lot of people.
Hey, now it happens, bro. Because I had did a shout out video for like a lot of the guests that came on. I still miss people, like, so I had to like take the video and then I would like message them and tag them in and shit. I'm like, damn, you don't even realize, you feel me?
Like I got, if you look at my Spotify playlist, you'll be surprised at how many locals is in my shit. Like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, my Spotify is filled up. I've been heavy on Skrilla. That Philadelphia music, man, that shit just, I don't know, I fuck with that shit. That shit hard as fuck. Way that nigga be rapping that shit. When I definitely went today and I made sure I followed you on Spotify. Cause I only got Spotify and I listen to all my music on YouTube.
See, and a lot of people don't got Spotify. I be happy because that's what I got, you know. And I be checking out my little artist page, you know, seeing who listening on what app and shit, you know. But I'm about to get some cards soon, though. Some cards made with a QR code where people just go straight to it and have all my stuff, no matter what they listen to music on.
And definitely something else we want to shout out. Summertime Vibes, August 9th. You know, the boy Prozac is going to be opening up the show. You feel me? He's bringing the comedy out. Make sure I get them tickets. Tap in with Kush for the tickets, man. Definitely.
One of the best promoters in the city.
Hey, you already know, man. It's 4WayPodcast. Shout out my boy TURKO coming through, sitting down with us, man.
Tap in. Radio Ready too on all platforms.
Hard, man.
Hard as fuck.
Not playing.
Hey, Les.
Gonna catch me somewhere.